does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to be checking out For the Win from Tasty Minstrel Games. This is for 2 players, ages 8 and up. It'll take you about 9 minutes and 37 seconds to play. And in For the Win, you will be controlling your zombies and your pirates and your aliens and your monkeys and other cool stuff in this abstract strategy game, trying to connect all of your tiles together while using their special abilities and trying to outwit your opponents. Sound intriguing? Let's open it up and see how it plays. Okie dokie, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of For the Win. First and foremost, we have our handy dandy rule booklet. It is very tiny. It is, what is it, about 8-10 pages, double-sided, black and white. It's pretty well done. I mean, there's something here and there where you might be like, I'm not quite sure, but for the most part, it's a very well done rule booklet. Next, you are going to get your little cheat sheet cards. These are extremely helpful. These will be used to keep track of your actions, because you'll get 5 actions during a round. And it also will show you how you win, the different actions you can take, and the various different special ability of your tiles, which is very important to know. Next, you're going to get the first person little token, because it will matter who is the first person. Or who's the first player, I should say. And then you're going to get tiles. You're going to get 10 tiles in total, 2 of each of your special ones. So let's go over the tiles and what they do. These are nice, thick tiles, I do want to mention. One side you're going to have white, and then on the other side you're going to have red. Red symbolizes that the special ability has been used, and you cannot use the special ability until it is flipped back over. So the first one is the zombie. And this zombie is very powerful, because what it will do is it will let you transform anyone who is touching you into a zombie. So let's say that all these guys were touching you. That's a bad example. Let's say all these guys were touching you. Then you could transform any of these 4. You could transfer this alien, or this zombie, or this ninja, or this pirate into a zombie of any color you want. So essentially, you could turn your opponent's ninja into one of your zombies, or into one of their zombies, and all you'd have to do is flip your tile over to symbolize that it has been used, and then you would place the tile there. So, boom. That would be the special ability of the zombie. Next, you have the pirate, who has the special ability to shoot away anything that is touching him. So essentially, let's just say that he has this right here. He could shoot either of these guys away from him. So he could shoot this monkey and shoot him all the way over here if he'd want. So that's his special ability. He can shoot away something that is touching him across the board anywhere he pleases, as long as it keeps the grid connected. Now what that means is you can't have this. You have to make sure that everything is touching in some way at all times. So we got our pirate, we got our zombie. Next we have the ninja. He has a very simple but very useful special ability. What his special ability is, he can go anywhere he wants. You flip him over and boom, now he's down here. Or you flip him over and boom, now he's down here. So he can go anywhere around the board that he wants, like I mentioned, as long as you are still connected to at least one other thing. So that's our ninja. Next, we have the alien, who is really cool, and he has an ability somewhat similar to the pirate, but actually kind of the opposite, where he is going to be able to bring any tile in play to an adjacent space of his. So he could go, whoop, use his ability, and he could bring this, well, the monkey wouldn't flip over. He would flip over, and then he brought the monkey all the way over there. So he could do that. The last one we have is the monkey. The monkey has, in my opinion, the most powerful ability in the game, because what the monkey can do is, we'll pretend that we have this, is he will make everyone around him flip over tiles. So let's say this guy uses a special ability. This includes yourself as well. Everybody flips over. Now, likewise, if he was like this, he could go and use a special ability, and then everybody would flip over. So no matter, some people will be face up, some people will be face down, but when you use the monkey special ability, everybody is going to get flipped around in whichever way that is. And those are the special abilities that each one has. Now, on your turn, when you start the game, you're going to figure out who's the first player, and then you're going to put the 2 monkeys in the middle of the board. You can do it either diagonally, or you can do it orthogonally. It doesn't really matter as long as you both agree. And you're going to be able to decide, once you've decided who's the first player, to take whether you want to take 1 or 2 actions. And the actions are very important in this game. You're going to be keeping track of your actions on this little track right here. So let's say I took 1 action on my first round, and then my opponent took 2 actions, and then I took 2 actions, and he took 2 more actions. I took 1 action, and then he took his last action. So essentially, I would have 1 action left, and then if the opponent were the first player, I would get the first player marker, go back up to 0, and I could potentially take 3 actions at the same time. Likewise, if my opponent is just blowing through actions, going 2, 2, 1, and I go 1, 2, 3, I would have 2 actions in a row, go back down, I would have 4 actions in a row, which is crucial. So you have to make sure that you are using your actions properly and making sure you're paying attention to how many actions your opponent is using. So what can you do on your turn? The first thing you can do is you can add a tile to the board, but you have to make sure you're not touching any of your other tiles. So I could not play it right here or right here because it would be touching the black. So I'd have to play it here or here or here. So that's pretty simple. That would be 1 action, and I added a tile. Next, you can move a tile, a face-up tile only, though. So essentially, you could move it, this way, or you can move it that way. You cannot move it that way because, obviously, as I mentioned, everything has to be touching at all times. That's very, very important. Another thing, you can only move your tiles. You can't move your opponent's tiles. The next thing you can do is you can shove tiles 1 space. So essentially, let's just say we had, I don't know, this going on right here. You could go ahead and move all your tiles, and you can move them all 1 space. Or you could go like this. You could move them all down. So you're able to move, you couldn't do that because then this one would be connected, but you can move 1 row, 1 space. Next, you can use one of your special ability, which we went over. So, like, say if you want your ninja somewhere else, you could use your ninja and put your ninja right over here, or wherever you want it to be. Last, you can flip a tile face up. So, if you want to use your ninja again, boom, that would be 1 action. Now, what you're trying to do in this game is make it so that 5 of your tiles are connected. So let's see, which one am I missing? I'm missing the ninja. So let's say that this is how the board is. I did not win because you have to have 5 of your tiles connected, and they all have to be face up. That's very, very crucial that they all have to be face up and connected. So if I were to flip this one over, though, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have my 5 unique tiles face up connected to each other, and I would be the winner of For the Win. Alrighty then, For the Win from Tasty Minstrel Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, game's not going to be for everybody. It's 2 players, which obviously is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It is an abstract strategy game, which some people can't stand. My wife, for one, hates this game, and I will never ask her to play with it again unless I want to start picking fights with her. Also, I don't normally comment on the price points of games, but this is $25. That's the MSRP for this, and I really think that is ridiculously high. Now, I do realize that the tiles are very, 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 very nice. But this is actually a rare game where I kind of wish they would have downgraded the components so they could have lowered the price. Now, I got mine for like $4 used, so I can't complain about it, but new $25 is really high for this game. Moving on to the pros, though, I enjoy For the Win. And even though my wife hates this game, I'm going to keep this game around because I really enjoy it. I love the compactness of the box. I love how small the box is. I love the special abilities. I love the fact that each character, the pirate and the alien and the ninja, they all feel very, very different. And knowing when to use those special abilities is absolutely crucial in order to win this game, because somebody might be close to winning, then you're like, oh, monkey, just use my monkey, and now everything gets flipped over, or everything gets flipped back over again. I liked all the special abilities. Another thing I really liked about this is how quick it is to play and to teach. When it says not 10 minutes, it really is just about 10 to 12 minutes. It's a very, very quick game. Now, I wasn't able to review the 3 and 4 player expansion because unfortunately I don't have it. I do plan on getting it sooner or later, but one thing that would have bugged me about that is it wouldn't fit into the box. So take that for what you will. Overall, though, For the Win, I definitely enjoy and can recommend this game as long as you don't buy it new. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube. That was the review for the Win. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bauer's Game Corner.